after watching the panacotta in the previous episode.
Stefano, it was a big hit.
It's true, and we received lovely feedback, so I'm guessing you loved it as much as we did.
And I can't wait to show you Meshmesheya, a set apricot dessert, but this time I will pair it with a silky milky Muhallabia, dried fruit compote, and toasted almonds. Let's head to the kitchen and see how it's done. Meshmesheya is a very summery pudding. If you're an apricot lover, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna fall in love with this creamy dessert. In Egypt, we always make it with apricot sheets called Qamar Al-Deen, like the one in the photo. But I wanted to give you more options in case you can't find it in your area. So I used fresh apricots as they are in season now. Well, they were in season. This video was filmed in summertime. Cut the apricots in half. To take the stones off, then cut them in little pieces. Put them in a saucepan along with sugar and simmer on medium to low heat for about 10 to 15 minutes or until soft enough to mash it with a spoon. And as I find this pudding a little bit heavy to my taste, I wanted to add a layer of Muhallabia, a lighter version with no cream, just to cut the sourness of the apricot cream, lighten up the whole thing and make it more interesting and less boring. And to make Muhallabia, add cornstarch to half of the cold milk and stir very well until it dissolves. Then add the rest of the milk and stir again. Put the saucepan on medium heat, add the sugar and keep stirring until the Muhallabia thickened. Quickly pour the cream into your glass bowl, so it will have a smooth and flat surface. Let it sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes. For a crunchy topping, put some raw almonds in a little bowl along with some boiling water. Cover with cling film for 5 minutes, so the skin will be soft and can peel very easily. Set it aside for now, and let's check on the apricots. As you can see, they are nice and soft. Grab your hand blender and blend it very well until very smooth. At this point, check if the apricot sauce is sweet enough, as you can never know. Sometimes the fresh apricot can be more sour than they should. Mine were sour enough to be forced into adding more sugar. Then I had to blend it again until all the sugar dissolved. Now add cornstarch to the water and dissolve. Take the creamy Muhallabia off the fridge, ready for the apricot cream to be poured over. Stir the cornstarch mixture into the apricot sauce and mix very well until it disappears. This will instantly thicken your sauce and turn it into a nice creamy meshmesheya. Use a heat-proof rubber spatula to make your life easier. I'm going to make a lovely dried fruit compote to complement the flavors, and for this I'm going to use some of the meshmesheya or apricot cream. So leave about 4 to 5 tablespoons of that cream in a little bowl and quickly pour the rest on top of Muhallabia. Very slowly and carefully, move the bowl around to flatten your meshmesheya and smooth it out. Let it sit in the fridge for at least 3 hours or until very cold, and let's prepare our dried fruit compote. Cut your preferred dried fruit in little pieces and don't forget to take the stones off. I used dried figs, some prunes and dates. During the holy month of Ramadan, we always break our fast with this lovely soup made of these dried fruits called khoshaf, and we top it with some almonds. And as we also eat Meshmesheya and Muhallabia during Ramadan, I wanted to combine these 3 great desserts together in one amazing pudding that will definitely remind any Egyptian of Ramadan the moment he eats it. And you guys too can have a little taste of this atmosphere, which I'm sure you're gonna love. This mixture is not only going to give a fruity taste and texture, but also will add richness and an elegant element to the whole dish. Put the dried fruit pieces in a saucepan with water and leave them to soften up on low heat for about 5 minutes with the lid on. Now you can easily peel the almonds, or you can also skip this step and buy some toasted almond flakes, but I like the chunky whole almonds with this recipe. Put the blanched almonds on parchment paper on a baking tray in a hot oven for about 10 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. When the fruits are soft enough, in goes the apricot sauce we left aside. Give them a good stir, then put them in a serving plate for later. Meshmesheya is also called Qamar Al-Deen Pudding, which translates as the religion's moon, due to being one of the main dishes on the dessert table in the month of Ramadan. It's always decorated with various nuts. Qamar Al-Deen is a dried fruit wrap made by boiling apricots and sugar over a fire and filtering it with a wooden colander soaked in olive oil, then leaving the apricots to dry under the sun, then packed and sold. The almonds are ready. Let's put everything together and see how to serve this beautiful pudding. After meshmesheya is nice and cold, take it out the fridge, put the dried fruit mixture on top, and garnish with almonds. Enjoy!
It's very good. What I like about, compared to the previous Muhallabia, is that you can feel the lightness on the cream. Not that the other one wasn't, but the fact that you remove the double cream,
Yeah,
it makes it very light and soft on your mouth.
because the apricot is already heavy, so I didn't want to make both
Yes.
heavy.
And that was like a very good decision on you, Sarah. Well done on that. I love the crunchiness from the almond, the acidity of the fresh fruit. Come on. Finally, some nice fresh fruit, although here summer is what it is. And what I like as well is the little compote made with the figs and the dates and the prunes that create like a new dimension, and you can perceive all the flavors, and they all are combined with this like apricot-y sauce around. Really nice, really outstanding. I think you guys gonna love it. You know, guys, you are not expecting to have something that is rubbery. It's creamy enough, the recipe is really balanced, so you're really gonna enjoy it.
This is Meshmesheya. It's
Yeah.
an apricot dessert. Got a bit of the sweetness and the heaviness of the apricot. I decided to put some Muhallabia, a
I
light
think-
version of Muhallabia, underneath to balance everything. And then to complement the flavors and have some texture, because you know me, I
course.
get bored from just something very plain.
Of course, who
To add a little bit of dried fruits. So it's all Ramadan elements.
Of course.
We eat khoshaf in Ramadan, Meshmesheya, and even Muhallabia.
Which,
So I combined everything together.
for people who doesn't know, khoshaf is beautiful, fresh soup made with some of this dried fruit and almonds. It really is something that you should try.
Yeah.
Now, if it was going only to be the apricot cream on top, it would have felt very heavy.
This is not the original recipe, but this is my version.
Look, as we mentioned at the beginning of the mini-series, we wanted to give a slight twist to those like very classical desserts, if we may say.
Yeah.
As always, this is the end of the episode, and I finished my dessert. So I really hope you enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was a beautiful scenery to shoot, really. I really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it. So I hope you're gonna enjoy preparing these amazing and refreshing desserts.
Two very fruity episodes.
We'll see you very soon, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Like and share.
And please do support us on Patreon. We really appreciate your support so far.
Bye.
Bye.